everybody, my name is Maddie. I am one of the registered dietitians with Geno Palate. My video for today is about gut health. I'm sure this is a term you've heard many times before, but you might be wondering, what does this really mean? And why do I hear all these kind of key words associated with gut health? And what do those mean? So I'm going to kind of touch on the basics of gut health today. When we talk about our gut, we are actually talking about our GI tract, which is including all kind of the parts of our body that food passes through. So that's your mouth all the way down to the bottom. And there's going to be important bacteria all the way along this tract, but in particularly what we are really looking at when we talk about gut health is going to be our intestinal tracts, or intestines and the bacteria there. We have lots of different bacteria in our intestinal tract. And again, that's going to kind of differ along the entire way. It'll be different in different areas, but it's all important. And it's really important for helping digest our nutrients and absorb our nutrients. But it's also going to be important for preventing bad bacteria from growing in our GI tract and from getting bad things absorbed into our bodies as well. So a couple of keywords you might hear when you hear gut health are prebiotics and probiotics. I'll start with probiotics. Probiotics are actually bacteria that you can find in certain foods. You'll see it really highly in fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, miso, tempeh, lots of different foods. You might also find it in supplement form as well. And these are healthy bacteria. These are bacteria that we want to be present in our GI tract, and we want to eat more of them so that we are preventing the growth of the bad bacteria in our bodies as well. So we're really kind of growing that healthy bacteria within our body. And then we also want to eat prebiotics to feed these healthy bacteria, the probiotics. So although those words sound really similar, they're quite different. Prebiotics are the food for the probiotics. And we actually, as humans, can't really digest prebiotics. And that's another reason why they're going to be feeding these probiotics, because we're not absorbing in the prebiotics. They're found a lot in fibers. So in our whole grains, fruits, vegetables, you'll see a lot of prebiotics in things like bananas, leeks, asparagus, onions, but also if you're just eating a healthy, well-rounded diet with a lot of high fiber foods, you'll probably be getting enough prebiotic foods as well. And I kind of mentioned where we can find all of these foods already, so you'll want to be looking for those. And if you are choosing to supplement your probiotics from instead of from food, that's okay too, but just knowing that those are often, there's many strains of probiotics, so you might not be getting the exact strain that you need. It might be beneficial to also add in a food source so that you're getting a kind of wider range of those bacteria as you focus on this area. So how does gut health impact our digestion when we're talking particularly about these kind of microbiome and these bacteria? Our gut health and our gut, we ferment a lot of nutrients and we break down a lot of things, and having healthy gut bacteria, we actually can ferment different fibers, which we then have beneficial effects from as well. Certain complex carbohydrates benefit from having really good gut microbiome. Our bacteria can produce different nutrients like vitamin K and different B vitamins as well. And like I mentioned earlier, having healthy gut bacteria will prevent the growth of bad bacteria, like I said before. So we don't want that growing in our body, obviously. Okay, so that was kind of the basics. To really summarize, if you just take anything away from this, is to focus on consuming your probiotics, those healthy bacteria that you can find in yogurt, kefir, things like that. Then consuming your prebiotics as well, which you'll get in a lot of high fiber fruits, vegetables, whole grains. And then also focusing on hydration, which I didn't really touch on yet, but as you're adding in more fibers and trying to just focus on your gut health overall, making sure you're staying hydrated as well will be really a useful thing to keep things digesting well. Okay, that's kind of all I have for you guys today on gut health. I know it was a little brief, but if you have any questions, I'd love to address any of them. So feel free to add those into the comments as well. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for listening.